Hello everyone, and welcome back to White Rose Yoga, where I specialize in 20-minute sequences focused in all different areas depending on the day. And today our beautiful sequence that I have prepared is for energization. So the goal by the end of it is to not only get you a little bit more energized than you were before, but it also is a sequence built around building confidence. So if you're someone that struggles with being confident in yourself, in the work that you do, or just in general in your life, this is a really good sequence to kind of tap into your internal energy to build that confidence so you can take on the day. So let's go ahead and get started. So go ahead and find your Sukhasana, easy seat. A position where your spine can grow long and tall. That may be sitting cross-legged, maybe it's one foot in front of the other, or maybe you sit on a block beneath you. Once you find a comfortable seated position, go ahead and start to close your eyes and rest the palms of your hands on your knees or your thighs. Start to notice the natural rhythm of your breath and start to become aware of the space around you. Is it cold, warm where you are? Is the air thick or thin? And what state of mind are you currently in? Start to become aware of all of those things. I invite you to think of an intention that you have for your practice today. And maybe it's based in building confidence in an area of your life that you feel you lack confidence within. And once you have your intention, the affirmation that you have, hold it close to your heart and keep it in mind as we move through this very powerful, energizing sequence. We'll go ahead and start our practice with one inhale and exhale all together. So go ahead and place one hand on your stomach and the other on your heart. And go ahead and exhale any air that you may have in your lungs. Go ahead and inhale, filling up your lungs, expanding them as much as you possibly can. And then exhale to let it all go. Gently place your hands back on your knees and start to open up the eyes. Hello, world. Go ahead and inhale, arms above your head, palms facing, and exhale for a side bend to the right. We'll spend 2 full rounds of breath here, just starting to wake up our bodies for the practice ahead, warming up the spine, giving our side bodies a little stretch here. And on your next inhale, meet me back in heart center. And then as you exhale, side bend to the left. Maybe your side bend is deep. Maybe it's not so deep. Doing whatever your body feels called in this practice today. Inhale back into heart center. Exhale, lower your hands down to the earth. We'll meet in a tabletop position. So your shoulders are stacked in line with your wrists and your knees are stacked with your hips. Inhale for cow, heart forward. And then exhale for cat. Round your spine and look back. Flowing through cat and cow several more times at the rhythm and pace of your own breath. Maybe finding alternative movements in this tabletop position that your body is calling for. What is your physical body craving today? One of the great things about choosing confidence in yourself and being confident in yourself is that there's a more inclination to listen to our intuition. What is our body and spiritual body, emotional body telling us? Where is it leading us? Next time you inhale into a cow, pause here, and then exhale for downward facing dog. Tuck your toes. This is the first downward facing dog of our practice, so feel free to pedal out your legs back and forth, alternating between your legs. Maybe as you inhale, you lift to the tops of your tippy toes, and as you exhale, bringing your knees back down to the earth. We have one more full round of breath in our downward dog. So at some point, find stillness here. And on your next inhale, float to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold, hinge at your hips. Inhale, root to rise, grounding down through your feet, arms overhead. Exhale for Tadasana. Amazing job so far. So inhale for Utkatasana, chair pose. We'll spend 2 full rounds of breath here. See if you can shift the weight of your body into your heels more than your toes. And maybe you can pick up your toes here. As you exhale, float your hands back behind you. And as you inhale, rise your left knee to a 90-degree angle. Exhale, stepping back for crescent lunge. We're here for 2 full rounds of breath. You guys got it. Notice if you're sinking into this crescent lunge and see if you can lift yourself up just a little bit more. And on your next exhale, coming into a warrior 2. Inhale for dancing warrior. Exhale for extended side angle. Inhale for dancing warrior. Exhale for extended side angle. Flowing through this 2 more times. And on your second and final exhale into an extended side angle, pause here. You have the option to keep your forearm on your thigh, or you can go for a full bind. Whatever's calling you for your practice today. We're here for 1 more full round of breath. I'm sure you can feel your thighs burning right now because I sure can. And next time you inhale, float onto your left foot, coming into a warrior 3. Your arms can stay at prayer center if it's easier for balance, or they can float behind you. Either way, we're here for 2 more full rounds of breath. You guys got it. And then on your next exhale, coming back into a crescent lunge. Inhale to elongate your spine, and then exhale for warrior 2. Windmill your arms down to the ground, meeting in plank. Taking a breath here, 1 inhale and exhale. And as you exhale, lower to the mat. Inhale for cobra or up dog, and then exhale through tabletop to downward facing dog. Amazing job, you guys. We have 1 breath in downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step through for crescent lunge. Arms are raised overhead, palms facing. You have the option to keep your arms here, or maybe it suits you better to have them at prayer center. Again, you have the choice. There's always more than one choice. We're here for one more full round of breath. On your next exhale, meeting in that warrior two. Your arms are at a T and your drishti is just gazing slightly over your middle finger. If your knee is not at a 90-degree angle, maybe it's too far behind your ankle or too far ahead, see if you can shift it in line with your ankle. Inhale for dancing warrior. Exhale for extended side angle. Flowing through this several more times at the pace and rhythm of your own breath. And on your second and final exhale, pausing an extended side angle. You can take the same arm variation as you did on the other side, or maybe you explore a new one. Your forearm can be sitting on the top of your thigh, or again, you can go for that bind. One more full round of breath here. And on your next inhale, shift your weight into your right foot, launching into warrior three. And focusing on a point on the earth that your eyes never leave. Your eyes are locked to this point. One more full round of breath here. You guys got it. And then exhale back into crescent lunge. Inhale here to elongate the spine. Exhale for warrior two. And then windmill your arms down to the earth, flowing through your vinyasa, or knowing you can always go straight to downward facing dog. Either way, we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Spending one full round of breath in downward facing dog. And then inhale, float to the top of your mat, halfway lift. And then exhale to forward fold, hinge at your hips. Inhale, root to rise all the way to standing, arms overhead. Exhale, Tadasana. We'll flow through that sequence one more time. So inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step through for crescent lunge. Arms overhead. We're here for one full round of breath. Inhale, filling up the lungs. Exhale, meeting in warrior two. Inhale for dancing warrior. Exhale for extended side angle. Flowing through this two more times. Now on your second and final exhale, pause an extended side angle. We're only here for a moment. And on your next inhale, shift your weight into your left leg, launching yourself into warrior three. We're here for one more full round of breath. See if you can take your right hip and shift it down towards the earth just a little bit more. Exhale, stepping back into crescent lunge. Inhale here to elongate the spine. And then exhale for warrior two. Go ahead and windmill your arms down to the earth and flow through your vinyasa. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. Spending one full round of breath here. And on your next inhale, float to the top of your mat. Inhale to halfway lift, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise all the way to standing, arms overhead. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. We're here for a moment. And then as you exhale, swing your arms back. And then inhale, lift your left knee to a 90-degree angle. And then exhale, step back, crescent lunge. Whew, I'm sweating. We're here for one more full round of breath. Hopefully you're feeling that energy in your body at this point. Exhale for warrior two. We're here for a brief moment. And then inhale for dancing warrior. Exhale for extended side angle. Flowing through that 2 more times. And then on your second and final exhale, meeting an extended side angle and pausing here. Again, we're only here for one more full round of breath. And on your next inhale, shift the weight of your body into your right leg for warrior three. Same thing on this side. See if you can shift your left hip towards the earth. And then exhale back for crescent lunge. Inhale to elongate the spine. Exhale for warrior two. Windmill your arms down to the earth and flow through your vinyasa. We'll all meet in downward facing dog. Spending one full round of breath in downward dog and noticing if your breath is a little bit deeper and longer than before. If not, that's okay too. Either way, go ahead and inhale into a Malasana squat. So your feet are going to be wider than your hips and your toes are pointed outward. Go ahead and take your hands to prayer center. And your outer elbows are going to be simultaneously pushing into your inner knees. We're here for one more full round of breath. And as you exhale, coming onto your sits bones, inhale here, and then exhale, lifting yourself up into boat pose. So the palms of your hands are going to be faced towards the sky, and your knees are going to be at a slight 90-degree angle. Your feet are flexed, so your toes are also pointed towards the sky. We're here for 2 more full rounds of breath. And go ahead and exhale into a cross-legged position. Go ahead and take the soles of your feet and place them together for a butterfly position. And then interlace your hands beneath your toes. Inhale to grow a little bit taller, just like a plant after it's been watered. And then exhale, folding over your feet. Only going as far down as your spine will stay straight. We're here for 2 more full rounds of breath. Starting to slow down our heart rates. Go ahead and inhale, lifting yourself up. And then exhale, bring your knees to touch. Go ahead and meet me on your spine. The soles of your feet are to the earth here. Just taking a moment to become aware of how the practice this far has affected our body and mind. Is it any different? prior to coming in. Go ahead and give yourself a big hug here, taking your knees into your chest. Then go ahead and extend your left leg long. So you're going to hug your right knee in towards your armpit as you inhale. And then as you exhale, soup to twist, bringing your knee across to the left side body. Your arms are at a T here. And your crown and heart chakra are moving in the opposite direction from your knee. At this point, your Ujjayi breath, your deep breathing ceased. And you're back to your normal breath. Go ahead and come in back into heart center, giving yourself another big hug here. This time extending your right leg long, hugging your left knee in towards your armpit. And then inhale here, and then exhale for soup to twist to the right. Arms are still at a T, and your crown and heart are moving in the opposite direction. Go ahead and inhale back into heart center, giving yourself one last final hug, preparing for your final Shavasana. Go ahead and get as comfy as you can and allow yourself to take up space. So spread your feet wider than your mat, your hands as wide as you can. And slowly start to let your intention for the practice fade away. Unclenching your jaw, removing your tongue from the roof of your mouth, and letting your body sink into the earth beneath you. Go ahead and slowly start to bring your awareness back into the room. Starting to wiggle your fingertips and your toes. Then bring the soles of your feet to the mat. And then come into a fetal position on your left side body, using your arm as your pillow. And keeping the energy of Shavasana, slowly meet in a seated position. Eyes remain closed. We'll go ahead and seal our practice with one inhale and exhale together. So place one hand on your stomach and the other on your heart. And exhale any air you have in your lungs. Inhale to fill up your lungs as much as you can. And then exhale, let it all go. Bringing your hands to heart center. I thank you for showing up as my student today, and I thank you for allowing me to be your teacher. Then bringing your hands to your third eye. The light within me bows and shines to the light within you. Miigwech. I thank you guys so much for showing up to my class today, and I hope that it was super energizing and it's built a little bit more confidence than you had prior to taking this online class. And if you liked my video, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, and I will have videos for you every Thursday from this point forward. So it was a joy to have you, and have a great rest of your day.